Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Carruthers, Education Director for Samvia. We have a great question that came in through our Facebook page from Carter Kim, and the question is, how do you work with a trimmer in the hand versus a pair of shears when you're cleaning up around the ear? The challenge seems to be on how to actually hold the trimmers in the right position to get around the ear and get the effect that you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about the dexterity when it comes to using a trimmer. So a traditional trimmer is usually going to have this T-blade to it, which is really important. It's a really nice feature on a lot of trimmers because it helps us to get into these little areas around the ear that could be challenging if you didn't have those edges. And what I've found is that when you're working, you want to make sure that you have a lot of dexterity and movement within your hand. If you've got a baseball grip on it like this, you're really going to feel stuck, and it is going to be really challenging to get the right angles. If you keep it up in your fingertips, you've got a lot of rotation and movement so that you can get it just into the right position. So let's actually work over here on this side with the trimmer so you can get an image of what this looks like. So we're going to start out here on this edge. We're going to turn our edger on. You can see it's going to stay light in my fingertips. And instead of just coming in and pressing in this way, I'm actually using the edge of the trimmer to come in, and I'm working up and back towards the ear. And you'll notice I'm even chipping at the hair a little bit rather than just putting a solid line so that it stays nice and soft as we come up to that ear. So just using the flick of your wrist to create that C curvature back to the ear. Now when I hit this point, that's really where this edge comes in handy because I can continue working back right above his ear without actually doing anything to his ear. Now in a previous video we showed you how to hold your comb so that you can actually move the ear out of the way and then comb this into a place that you can get to. And what we'll do is, again, we'll just work back. Now I am going to change body position at this point, and body position is really key because if your body position isn't moving and your feet are stuck, it's going to be hard to get into the right positions. So on this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that same movement. I'm actually going to use my finger to brace the ear down. I'm going to come in, and you can see my clipper is actually up, and I'm just working up to meet that line that I started from the top. Now I think a lot of times probably the challenge is coming from trying to come in and use the clipper as a flat edge, actually using this whole surface rather than just using pieces of the clipper. So hopefully what will answer your question is just getting more dexterity within using the trimmer and learning how to use the edges of the trimmer rather than the whole surface. And honestly, what you said in your question is a lot of times you go for the shears. Well, one other thing you can do is try picking up a blending shear instead too to get a different texture. So now you have three options. You have your trimmer, you have your straight shears, and a blending shear to work out those lines around the ear on your male guests and your super, super short female guests. Hope that helps you. Any other questions you have, please feel free to post to our Facebook page, and we'll do our best to answer every one of them. Thank you so much. I'm Andrew Carruthers.